Okay, well, we got the ladies coming up with some wild action, so let's go to the action right now. Down to the ring now is JAYLA Ortiz. She's 1-0 with 1 knockout out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Her opponent, MERLINDA "Tiger" Tafoya, is waiting in the ring.
I think we're going to see a big difference in the height of these two women boxers, Danny. It seems to me like MERLINDA is going to be quite a bit taller, but JAYLA Ortiz is a small bundle of dynamite.
Yes, she is.
And she's going to make her appearance. She's coming around the ringside right now. She'll be in the ring in just a second. But she's a true blue boxer. She wants to be a fighter.
Hey, with the advent of Christy Martin, I think a lot of women are following in her footsteps. So we're just about ready to go up to the ring announcer and get this one underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your second bout of the evening, this is in the women's bantamweight division. Your judges for this bout, Bill Gant, Jim Bagshaw, and Jim Ash. The third man in charge of all the action, Mr. Al Martinez. First, fighting out of the blue corner. She weighed in at 113.5 pounds, has a professional record of 0 wins and 1 loss from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Please welcome MERLINDA Tafoya. Her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighed in at 114 pounds even, with a professional record of 1 win, no losses, 1 win coming by the way of KO from Santa Fe, New Mexico. Please give a big hand for JAYLA Ortiz.
Okay, so referee Al Martinez brings the two to the center of the ring, and Stan, I believe this is a rematch, and that little bundle of dynamite you were talking about, JAYLA Ortiz scored an overwhelming knockout in that one, and I guess MERLINDA Tafoya is going to try it a second time around.
Well, she's a late replacement. I think they had another opponent for JAYLA, and at the weigh-in, the scheduled opponent just didn't show up, and MERLINDA Tafoya was available, so agreed to fight. So that's the result, and we'll see that action here in just a second.
Okay, so we're underway now with the first round. Boxing coming to you from the Lujan complex here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Dan Sisneros at ringside along with Stan Gallup. And I believe little JAYLA Ortiz will be the aggressor in this one. She has that aggressive style. She looks much more the polished boxer. That's JAYLA Ortiz in the green.
Danny, I don't look for this fight to go the scheduled 4 rounds. JAYLA is just so aggressive, and the lack of experience on MERLINDA Tafoya's part. Let's see what happens here now, because Al Martinez is speaking with her to see whether or not she wants to continue.
Okay, it looks like a warning went to JAYLA Ortiz for holding on, and she doesn't look to have much of a fight plan right now. It looks like this is all JAYLA Ortiz to this point. I agree with you. This one may not go long. It didn't go long last time. But you got to give MERLINDA Tafoya credit for being brave enough to step back into the ring with JAYLA Ortiz.
Well, it's obvious that she doesn't have much experience. She has no plan at all. Took a hard left to the nose, and that upset her a little bit.
So JAYLA Ortiz starting to open it up now, and she's overwhelming MERLINDA Tafoya. And it's some nice shots, good combinations, and she's just showing she's much more the polished boxer. JAYLA Ortiz in the green. Oh, and there's a big...
That last shot and these two that are just followed here.
Oh, my goodness, another big right hand stand.
Tafoya's in a lot of trouble. Her nose will be bleeding pretty good here in a minute, and she's got to hold on and wrestle now.
And this is the same thing that happened in the last fight. MERLINDA Tafoya was hurt, and she started wrestling tactics, and now we've got a point deduction from referee Al Martinez. We'll be back.
This is Rodney Ranger
Hey, Ray or Oscar, is it okay to, when I hear the bell, say, okay. Be back after this. Okay. I can't hardly hear you. I need you to be really close to my ear. So we're back to the boxing action here at the Lujan complex in Albuquerque. Dan Sisneros and Stan Gallup, and that first round was a total domination by JAYLA Ortiz. Stan, what can Merlinda do to get back into this fight?
Well, I don't think she's going to get back into the fight. I think she's not qualified to be here. She has no training, and her defense is going to be to hold on. Al Martinez won't put up with that too long. He'll warn her 2 or 3 times, take a point away from her, and then probably I look for disqualification.
And you can see Al Martinez again giving the warning. And here comes JAYLA again with the jab and just pretty well doing whatever she wants, firing at will. And it's almost like she's carrying Merlinda Tafoya. You get the feeling that JAYLA, who lands a big left hand right there, can just about wrap this thing up. There's a solid shot again. And Tafoya is really in trouble here. I think referee Al Martinez is taking a good look at stopping this one. She's got Tafoya puts a headlock on JAYLA Ortiz. Not much boxing here, Stan. Looks like WWF.
Yeah, it does kind of look like that a little bit. We have if you knew right off the bat, you'd think there's a mismatch here because Tafoya is so much taller than JAYLA is, but she has no skills.
Total big difference in skill level, and down goes Merlinda Tafoya. Basically, she was off balance, but she's really been rocking around the ring. She looks like she may have had enough. It's at the discretion of referee Al Martinez. He takes a good look at her. And she says she wants to continue, so referee Al Martinez lets it go. Here comes JAYLA Ortiz now. Smells blood in the water. She'd like to get in there and finish this one. Starts it with a body shot, comes back with a nice combination now. And look at Merlinda Tafoya go for the headlock. Meanwhile, JAYLA Ortiz with some banging shots to the head. Body and head. Another knockdown scored, and Merlinda Tafoya is just too far behind. Let's see what referee Al Martinez does here.
I think he's going to let him.
That's it.
Let him check her out. I think that'll be all.
That's it. Yeah, mercifully, Tafoya's corner calls an end to it. And I think everyone's in agreement that this one should have been stopped. So just a showcase for JAYLA Ortiz in this bout, I think.
Well, it was a good job by the referee. He warned the opponent Tafoya a couple of times, gave her the 8 count a couple of times, gave her every opportunity, but she just has no, unfortunately, she has no talent.
Right.
She's just not a boxer.
Just not in the level of JAYLA Ortiz, and I think referee Al Martinez did give Merlinda every chance in the world to show herself, but no match, so let's go to the ring announcer.
Your winner at 1 minute and 59 seconds of the second round and pushing your professional record to 2 wins and no losses, from Santa Fe, New Mexico, JAYLA Ortiz.
JAYLA Ortiz with a big win. We'll be back for more boxing action after this.
If I could get the